Hello everybody, Poncianinho speaking here, preparing another vlog for us. I would like to talk about something very important today. This is probably a video that we're going to have to do in different parts, okay? Because with 10-15 minutes it will be difficult to develop fully. But we'll give an idea of the conversation that I want to have about this. So a word that became very fashionable lately, it's mastery. Now, I actually do like the word mastery because mastery means to improve and learn a skill with competence. So it does apply to us very much so. We are trying to master the art of capoeira. Now, I want to talk about mastery in a very motivational way. And that's because once I understood that what mastery meant to me, I stopped thinking so much about the fact that I wanted to be a master of capoeira in the sense of title or grading. Not that I don't give value to that, I do give value to that very much so. It's a ceremonial thing that happens in capoeira, a ritualistic thing that can happen in capoeira, that it means the world. It means the world to me to receive a title from my teacher, absolutely. Nevertheless, what really inspires me is the idea of mastery, idea of becoming a master of an art form, becoming a master of anything that you put your mind into it. So when I've changed my mind into that, it wasn't about becoming a master, it was about mastering something. I have always had many teachers that are very good in this subject. And they know how to keep you motivated, they know how to keep you inspired in many different ways. Some people that I have met, they keep you motivated just by being great at what they do, and it inspires you to train, inspires you to be like them, which is already a very important point for me, to have your inspiration, to have someone that you inspired to be like. It's a very important point of mastery to me. But beyond that, I would like to talk about perhaps most important thing in the world of mastery, okay, or one of the most important things in the world of mastery. Obviously there's a lot of subjects, there's a lot of points to talk about, but one thing that is very important is to understand and identify what kind of practitioner you are. I've been teaching for many years and I have a certain amount of experience to judge now the type of students that walk through the door. So you have anything from someone who is extremely enthusiastic, who obviously you are enthusiastic, you're starting something new in your life. If it's your first time doing capoeira, you get very motivated, but you may approach in a way that later might not be so healthy. Say you're extremely enthusiastic and you're a bit of a rocket. You just want to go really fast and you want to learn everything really fast. And you come to class and you write everything down. These are all great points. I write things down. I have thousands of notes and notes and notes. I still write things down so much. But you write things down, you wait for the class to finish, you talk to the teacher after the class, you know the name of everything, you buy books, you buy all the merchandise they need to buy in capoeira, but you're not ready to deal with the moments of plateau, the moments when you won't be inspired, the moments when you're not motivated. That's one type of student, the extremely enthusiastic student, that approach with very fearsome approach to just go and do be training and wants to improve very quickly. Or you may be a perfectionist as well. I find some people are perfectionists, too early, too soon, and too quick. So they don't know how to deal very much with, again, with the times where you cannot, the art form is specifically talking about capoeira. This is an art form that you are not going to have perfect outcomes every class, let alone every roda, of course. You're not going, if you're a perfectionist and you expect to come out of a class mastering a movement, fully understanding a movement, you will be frustrated very fast, okay? Because it just doesn't work like that. That's one of the reasons why for me it's difficult to do short programs. I think of a long-term thing, because in 1, 2, 3 years you won't be a master of capoeira. I mean, I'm sure there's someone out there that could break that rule and master this art really fast. But the evidence shows that it never ends, a lifetime study. Um, so, yet again, understanding the plateau phase, it's a very important point. Now, you may also be a kind of really relaxed student who you know you want to do something, you've got to be motivated to do capoeira, you maybe picked up a fly or you saw a video, you got motivated, but you don't push yourself so much. You're okay to, you know, just get by, and you're enjoying the atmosphere, and it's great. Again, I want to say that all these points, they are not points that are negative in the sense that you have to risk them out and say, right, I've started all wrong. No, this is also part of mastery, understanding, identifying, and then seeing how you can change, shift from one type of practitioners to another, and then use some of those elements in different times of your practice, and use the extremely enthusiastic, and use the perfectionist. There are times where I want to search for the perfection, especially when I know I've got the enough skill to perfect something. So I don't want to let myself down. I don't want to think, yeah, it's okay like that. No, I say no. This got to be close to perfect because I know I can do that. I'm mainly talking about in your first years of training capoeira. So you may be a relaxed student that just get by, and you know, and then again when you come to that phase where you stop improving, you may be unmotivated and you go, I gotta try something else now. So you could become one of those people that in all those three scenarios, it's likely that you start whether very motivated or just doing a hobby, which is a hobby for many people. It's just a hobby. But in those scenarios, in those three scenarios, you may give up later. So then, to begin this first video, because I would like to do many more videos on this and give you examples, perhaps show some videos as well, and then talk about stories, which is what I like the most, is to tell you stories, because then that for me is the way that capoeira tradition is passed on most powerfully. Music, story, and training, of course. So start to get motivated, to enjoy, to understand, and to be in a phase where you are not improving. When that phase comes, you should not be going, I'm giving up. You should not be saying, this is too hard for me. You should be going, right, this is the phase where I'm going to get to work more. Because what you're going to find as well, you can improve, and then you go to a phase like that, and then you work properly with that, with the help of your teacher, with the help of your students, your friends, your other capoeiristas, with all the help that there is available, books, videos, notes, whatever it is. And then you're going to find some improvement again, and then you're going to plateau again, you're going to find some improvement. So what you're going to find out is that you will always plateau, but this now, it's here. It's no longer here. So there is a big gap of improvement already. So by then understanding that we can stay very comfortable in this place here and then work hard to go to the next place, no matter how many times in your capoeira career you will stop being motivated and you feel that you're now in a plateau, well, that is the phase where you're most likely to find answers to mastery. Obviously, if I had no idea of this, I wouldn't be able to even do this video, because, as I said, I can tell you so many stories about phases where I stopped for many reasons. Injuries, you know, frustrations, anything from emotional to physical. Life changes, things change in your life. You change patterns, you change routine, you change places, you travel, you live to another place, you have another job, another career. But also thinking about capoeira, this idea of mastery, it's so good, so powerful for us, because it does one thing that a lot of people now talk about. It's really important for happiness, to find happiness in life, because it gives you a sense of purpose. There's a lot of study on the internet now about one key to happiness is to develop a sense of purpose, whatever purpose that may be. And when you have something that you're trying to master, not only give you that sense of purpose, but when we talk about an art form where you are using your rational mind and your intuitive mind, you're using your creative mind, but you're using the rational mind. You need to think, you need to learn, you need to learn methods and systems and sequence and programs and write down songs, and it's a skill. But you're also going to use, very early on, you're going to use creativity, you're going to use your intuitive mind. So that's a really strong combination for sense of purpose and meaning in your life. And sometimes I suspect, isn't that one of the reasons why a lot of us want to do capoeira? Why is very popular? Or play a guitar on the weekend, or learn to tango, whatever. I'm not just being biased to capoeira. Why? Because even if other areas of your life may not have that sense of meaning or purpose, a skill can do that job very well. Never belittle or underestimate the power of a craft. Whatever that may be, you want to get into painting, calligraphy, you want to learn how to make something, how to sing, how to play an instrument, or how to look after animals, whatever it is. We shall never underestimate that, because that indeed can give us a strong sense of meaning and purpose. Among so many others, some people find that traveling is what gives meaning in their life. I do like traveling myself, but I am very much a person who gets a lot of pleasure from mastery, from developing something, from really opening up and learning more and more. I often joke as well, people say as you age, you want things more simple and easier. I haven't found that yet. I find that as I age in capoeira, I actually want to understand to a deeper level, and therefore sometimes I like things that are more complicated, because I want to, not that I'm making them more complicated, because a lot of things in capoeira are simple and sometimes we make them complicated. But trying to look from different sides and different angles, it's a way of doing that. You can have anything in capoeira, you just turn around a little bit and you can see a different way, and you've got another road to go, another path to go. So identify what kind of student you are. Of course, you may be one of those really strong, or you may be a little bit of each. Sometimes you have different phases, but try to identify how you are, and then just identify will already give you it takes away some pressure. And then you also start to think about the fact that there will be lots of times where the curve won't be going up, sometimes will be going down, and will stay there, and use the famous 2 steps back, 3 steps forwards, and that's how it works in capoeira. So identify that, think about plateau, you might be in that phase right now, and then let's get to work, let's get motivated. Going against something sometimes in capoeira, it's immensely powerful. And when I say against, I mean going against the fact that when we are in a phase of our life in capoeira where we just feel like we want to stop, we have to go against that. So sometimes you have to push the envelope just a little bit more. And as I said, we have a lot of things now to help you. There are almost no excuse left for you to not become a master of anything. When I say master, I don't mean just a title, I mean mastering an art form. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed. We speak soon. Bye-bye.